My real passion is my hobby.
Really? What's that?
I work with retards.
Isn't that a little politically, incorrect?
Well, the hell with that. No one's gonna tell me who I can and can't work with, right?
Why you should start working in a guitar shop tomorrow. Okay, don't do that. But maybe why it's a pretty darn good idea, or you should know somebody that does. Stay tuned, let's dig into it. Hey, it's me, Baxter.
And Jonathan.
Talking about the joys, the trials, the tribulations, the strangeness of working in a guitar shop, and why maybe you should do it.
It's a pretty good idea.
Like, because everybody, like, even if you're a young cat, let's say I'm talking to young cats right now that are just getting their first jobs.
That's right.
You're all going to work in different industries, like from construction to service to, gosh, we live around golf courses, like, bag toter, you're not a caddy. But, just like, or lawn care and stuff. Guitar shop's pretty freaking cool.
I would say so.
It's a pretty cool way to start. There's multiple reasons why we were sort of talking about this morning, and we're just like digging into like what are all the fun reasons, and there's a few. First off, you might get to work with your best friends,
or the people they might become your best friends.
That's the thing is like
it works.
Well, because like we all love this world so
yes,
like we love music, we love all the new gear, we love bands.
Right.
It's like Peter Pan all over again.
You've got this instant. I mean, this is already true if you're a musician, if you're a guitar player, but you've got this instant common ground with these people you're going to spend large chunks of time with. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, like when you're not actually doing the processing the work, you're talking gear more. We're like, what's coming up this weekend, or what show we're going to go see, or who's playing here, and your band's playing cool. It's constant.
I mean, even on top of that, it's the people coming in that you would never meet. You sort of meet everyone that comes. You're like part of the hub, right? So, I mean, and if you're a young person in particular and you want to find bands.
Wait, never mind. Maybe we're like the airport.
A little bit.
Like everyone's trying to go somewhere.
Yes.
And like, we're those people, we're the gate check-in people. I never thought about that.
Sometimes that is true.
And sometimes we get yelled at.
Occasionally, yes.
But that's okay. Not too often. Usually it's just everybody's usually really nice in this world.
Yes.
Almost 99% of the people. If you're someone who's ever yelled at us, you are in like probably the 0.5%.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think because we try our hardest to make sure everything's good. And most good guitar shops do too.
That's true.
And even most of the bad ones try. They just don't know what they're doing sometimes.
I mean,
I've run into some really bad shops.
Even the Guitar Center plays, like usually really are trying hard to.
Those dudes are just. I went into one the other day, and it was like there was like 2 dudes working in a big shop, and it was packed. There's no
trying their best.
There's no way they could do it all.
No fault on the individual employees.
They were crushing it, and at some point you're just like, I can't do it all. There's boxes over here, like we have boxes in here. We got like a pretty small shop and a large crew for that size compared to GC.
I mean, even the majority of the local managers at GC are really trying hard, man. It's just some things are insurmountable.
Now, looping back that terminal idea, that's what's neat about not just working there. If you can become friends with the guys at the shop, it's pretty much the same thing.
Man,
a lot of way, not totally, but kind of.
It's close.
It becomes close because once we start ribbing you like we rib each other,
yeah.
That means insult. I don't know what young people might mean by rib, so I have to be careful. So I don't know. Making out used to just be making out, like hooking, maybe getting kissed. Now it means going all the way. Like hooking up. Like, oh, you hook up.
There's so many words I don't know what they mean anymore that I hear constantly. I'm like, I don't really know what this
Turd clock.
What?
Speed that up.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was like, God, I really am out of the loop. I'm out of touch.
Go back and pause his facial expression. No, it's just this face expression was.
I just figured it was a TikTok thing, I don't know.
Locks are taking over.
It's like a Klingon or what?
Okay, the education is like the most important thing you're going to learn. So, again, if you're at a good shop, you're going to learn almost everything there is to know about gear.
Yes.
You're going to learn a lot about how business works.
Yes.
A little bit. It's a guitar shop. Let's be realistic. You're going to learn resale and trade-in values.
Yep.
And you're going to become better at it when you go out in the real world as far as your bargaining. And you're going to understand like where the shop's coming from, like how they have to sell the guitar you're trading in for a profit.
It's a nice way to peel back the curtain, sort of understand, and it does probably helps you be a better customer in the long run.
I'd say 100%.
But it just helps you understand the real sort of value of things, why things are what they are, why a shop is willing to maybe give you a discount or not.
Well, it's like you just said too, like it is, it sort of it's like being a server.
Yeah.
You know, like everyone should like work in the service industry at some point. I feel like I'm gonna have my kids work as a server. Yeah. I mean, the oldest is 10. He should start next year.
Yeah, that's right.
He's tall enough. But just to understand, like, what servers are going through, like that. Because I explain to them when I leave a tip, like, what's a tip? I explain that a lot because my kids are special. It's like, this is why, because they don't really get paid by the restaurant. Why not? I'm like, it's a whole long story. It's not Europe. But they actually come and pay attention to you, so they get money. And now people tip better in some ways. But so they understand that sort of, I want them to understand it. And like, and then understand like what the guys at the guitar shop are doing too. It's usually not as little as people think.
You just sit around and play guitar all day. It's fine. It's great.
I mean, I kind of thought that was going to be it for a minute. Like when I first opened the shops back in these days, I was like, man, I'm just going to play guitar all day and not have to talk to anybody.
Funny enough, that is not on the list of why you should work at a guitar shop. Because you get to sit around and play guitar. That is not a reason. I've never, well, I will say the rare shops I've seen where that was what they did all day, most of them are not still here.
We work under the Colonel Sanders rule. If you're leaning, you can be cleaning. So I hit leaning, you can be cleaning. So here's a rag. No, like if there's dead time, like we're gonna be talking about ideas that are gonna propel the shop or propel all of our individual sort of like projects we're working on. But it's usually done within the context of doing other things at the same time.
Yes.
Like, we're always on emails, we're always on the phone, we're always, prepping inventory, taking pictures, writing descriptions, researching the new gear that's coming down the pipeline, which is awesome part of the job too. Just like new gear, unless it's gear that we just don't understand at all, we're confused by, like the Flarkops. It's just, I just want to say syllables, consonants.
Yeah.
Flarkops.
I mean, it is cool to sort of feel like you're in the inside loop of what's coming down the pipeline. And some of that might be the shop you're working for, right? Like, I feel like we're pretty lucky that we get a good inside glimpse into what some of the major players, the big companies are doing.
Well, and like we do pretty well with some of the major manufacturers too. And I know a lot of the guys at like the real guitar shops, not us, like we're like the little, hello, how are you doing? But no, and they're really, it's neat to see like how they do business and how we just do it very similar, differently in certain ways, but all with the core of like spreading joy.
Yep.
Getting the right guitars to the right people. Sometimes doing the right thing is hard to do, but it really serves you in the end, and you actually can go to bed and go to sleep at night. Someone wants to buy like, a $5,800 guitar or something, and then they get it, like they don't like it, it stinks taking a return. But, if that's not the right guitar for them, it's not the right guitar for them. And get it done.
It's true.
It's like, that's just part of it. Well, the shops don't want to deal with that, but it's part of the deal. It's frustrating, but the camaraderie within the business too has been something that's been neat to see, like from our manufacturers.
Yep.
All the way down. Like we all just sort of feel lucky to be working in music. Like we're not making, the lids for tennis ball covers. Soap would be kind of cool.
I guess.
You'd smell so
nice.
It smell good. We don't smell that great. I mean, I smell pretty good. You smell good, actually. I sort of smell like nothing. I'm sort of like neutral. I'm a neutral smelling
talent cleanser.
I'm like the Neutral Milk Hotel. It's just what kept going through my brain. You said that. That's a band. If you didn't know, look them up. They're good. No, it's a really rare and fun thing to do. So if you got young bucks, right, this is the cool thing. One of my friends is getting ready to retire, and he's like, as soon as I retire, back, I would love to come work with you. I'm like, 100%. He literally works down the street in an electrical engineering firm. Phenomenal guitar player. Knows the stuff backwards and forwards. Is a shredder. As soon as he gets his retirement stuff sorted, in the door, hanging out with us, making way less money than he ever made before. But it's fun. It's fun. That's the and it's like, and we like to, we sort of pick who we want to work around, and it's a sort of a joyous little thing. Once you find the right place.
That is true.
I mean, you can step into some landmines. I could see there's some, even like talking to the small guitar shop or like us, there's some that, do business a bit differently.
I don't think that you can get into most of the good shops as an employee without hanging around for a while.
That is the best way to get your application.
You know what I mean? So like, if you do that, then you sort of have an idea. Hey, this is what I want to be involved in, or it's on the up and up, or no, this is kind of weird.
We're getting ready to bring in a guy. He's been hanging out, I don't know, for the past 7 years. So it's been a nice sort of courting. I think he's going to be awesome. We'll be welcome to the team in the next month or so, I hope.
Yeah.
So it's but we're sort of slow about it because it's part of a family.
Yes.
I mean, most everybody came in sort of. That's the best way.
It's not like we're a factory. We don't have just all these random positions, right? You kind of got to fit, and you're interacting with everybody, and you're interacting with customers, and it's a tricky thing.
You gotta find your niche and what you're good at the shop too. It's pretty cool though to watch how people sort of find their things, and or you don't find your things, and you just go find your way to the door and go do something else that's better.
Well, that's okay.
It's good. It's not. There's never been like hard feelings when someone's had to like go their own way.
We've never had that.
No, it's been not really.
Yeah.
Never like, get out of here. All right, take this job and shove it.
Yeah, no.
No, it's always been like, cool. I'm joining the Air Force, or I'm gonna go do this, or I smoke way too much weed. I shouldn't be working. I'm like, cool.
That we have seen this,
and it's like it's awesome, man. Like we get that too. That's your mission. Go do it and be the best at it you can be.
Be the best.
Be the best at. I mean, yeah. So encourage your little minions, or encourage yourself. Like when you get into the end of the real working game, you want to have a little fun.
Yeah, it's good.
Someone has to change the strings. You just have to be good at that. Everyone has to do that. It's part of a guitar shop.
It's true.
It's fun.
There was one day, it was last week, I changed.
You went
strings all day. It was really crazy.
But it's kind of like
it's nice. It is. It's like, oh, okay.
Like, I'm just gonna
weeks of emails and stuff. I'm just gonna do this.
I just want to change string. I'm gonna be the highest paid string changer
Wine
in the guitar shop.
It's good.
Cool. Asshole.
But we have lots of freshly stringed guitars, freshly strung,
And the Flaknards are really excited about this too. You'll look them up later. FLAK, Nards, NARDS. The thing. Only the hip people understand it.
Take your word.
Thank you. Hey, thanks for watching us talk about why it's awesome working in a guitar shop again. I think it was fun. I want to go to work now after this and answer emails. It's
gonna crush it.
We're gonna crush it. It's gonna be a good week. It's gonna have a fun rest of the week. We only got a few days left.
God, it's true.
I don't even know where we are.
So quick.
I'm confused.
How's it May?
Thank you again. We're out of here. Peace be with you.
See you later.